Tarzan of the Apes, brought to you from out the pages of Edgar Rice Burroughs' exciting book.
Hoopla! Nous sommes arrivés! Mais taisez-vous, be quiet an instant.
What did Darno say? I didn't catch.
Darno shouted to his men to halt and be quiet. Then, we must be quite close.
Let's move up front. Perhaps we can see what's...
Yes. Monsieur, it is very strange. Strange. See! The gate to the stockade. It is open. The blacks must have heard us approaching, yet there is not a soul in sight.
What next, Darno?
I will go forward and alone.
No, Lieutenant. We can't have that.
That's too risky, Darno.
But it is very necessary. The place, it does not seem natural. It is not reasonable that these peoples would go off into the jungle and leave the gates open.
Well, can't we take that as an indication that they fled at our approach?
No, monsieur, I would not. And in any case, that would mean that all our efforts were wasted.
Yes, if they had gone, they would have taken Jane with them. Yes, and even if they had fled because of us, they would surely have closed the gates behind them.
Not exactement, monsieur. That is why I suspect a trap.
And because you suspect a trap, we're to stand idly by while you deliberately walk into it? Oh, no.
But I do not propose to walk into it. I am going to take a few of my men and encircle the stockade and see if perhaps there is not some explanation of the thing. We will be gone but a few moments, and we may save ourselves endless trouble.
Well, provided you don't go inside those gates alone.
No, monsieur. We will all enter together. I do not propose to split the party in any way. Come, mes enfants, let us encircle the defenses and see what it is that we have.
You know, sometimes I can't make Darno out.
He's very cautious.
Which is but right. He has those sailors under his command. As is natural, he's very careful that no unnecessary danger befalls him. I wasn't thinking about that so much. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about some of the references he made regarding black magic.
What in particular about black magic, Clayton?
Nothing. Only how can a civilized man, an officer in the Navy, really regard such things as actual fact? You remember what he said, Clayton? When you have been in Africa as long as he has, then speak to him about what you believe and what you don't believe. Even if I lived in Africa all my life, I would still look for the practical explanation, and not for a stupid assumption that depends upon witch doctors and the supernatural. All of these things are dependent upon circumstances. Tomorrow, something may happen that will cause you to think. You think and think and think and think. And the human mind demanding a satisfactory answer falls back on, it might be possible. I realize that. But on the other hand, there's an undeniable inclination on the part of travelers to lay everything they don't understand themselves to black magic, voodooism, or necromancy. Even in some instances to cannibalism.
But Clayton, there is undeniable evidence of cannibalism even today.
That I don't deny. But I've heard men supposedly telling the truth go into exaggerated details about cannibalistic rites, when in all probability the cannibals were just plain hungry.
Monsieur, we found nothing, not a sign of life, not a sign. The place, except for some rather grisly trophies, is deserted.
Then we advance?
Much as I dislike putting, perhaps as Monsieur has before said, our heads into the lion's mouth, there is no alternative.
Look, they can't have been gone long. There's a fire still burning in the center of the compound.
And in the middle of these more or less flimsy houses is a stronger one, possibly a prison.
Oh, come on! No, not too much haste, monsieur. In this case, it is better to proceed as if one were walking on eggs.
Back in the jungle, Tarzan swings his way through the leafy pathway of the upper terrace. He has disposed of his duties to the ape tribe for the day, and now his thoughts are of Jane, waiting for him on the little platform in the trees. Tarzan does not quite understand the feeling of exhilaration he experiences when he thinks of this white she. Except for a tenderness for Kayla, his ape foster mother, Tarzan knows nothing of human affection. Nothing until this girl came into his life, bringing with her this strange emotion which defies analysis. The ape-man drops carefully, without effort, hand over hand, down a sturdy vine to the lower terrace. He reaches the familiar branches of the tree, that to him is as much a home as he has ever known.
Jane! Jane!
There's no answering call from the leafy alcove. Tarzan brushes aside the leaves, looks into the cool, shaded depths of the bower. Empty! He glances sharply about, sees the bent and broken branches where Jane has clambered down the trunk of the tree. No signs of any animal. That means that she went of her own free will. Suddenly he hears the excited chattering of Tarzan, the small ape, as it swings its way through the tree.
Correndo, Luan, Armangani?
The little ape dances up and down on the platform as it tells Tarzan that the white hairless she-ape is out in the jungle.
Daka, Shuk, Apanara.
Tarzan tells Gazan to lead the way as the two swing into the jungle path. Fast as is the ape, Tarzan is faster. From one bending, swaying branch to the next, from one hanging vine to another, they speed toward the sea. Gazan drops to the lower branches. Tarzan follows. Now they come to a more open space, and there, looking about her, listening for some sound that will lead her to her father and the search party, is Jane.
Jane. Jane?
Oh, Whiteskin, I'm sure I heard Daddy, and... Oh, but what's the use? You don't understand me.
Tarzan drops to the jungle floor. Instinctively, he draws the girl toward him.
Jane. Jane, come back. Come back.
But, Whiteskin, I want to go to Daddy. I know I heard them. Oh, dear, I keep forgetting that you don't understand me. Jane, go this way.
Jane points in the direction from which she last heard voices. Tarzan looks puzzled. Jane is trying to tell him something. He looks at her. She stands listening. Again, Tarzan looks inquiringly at Jane. She shakes her head. The ape-man frowns. If only he had some way, if only he could convince her of the danger she has been in. Quickly, Tarzan turns over in his mind all the words he has learned. He waves an expressive arm as though to include the entire jungle.
Numa, Sabor, Cheetah, Ista, Lion, Leopard. Many. Killed Jane.
Yes, Whiteskin, I know, but I heard voices.
Jane remembers that Tarzan understands the word talk. She points into the dense thickets.
Talk. Jane, go quick. Talk.
This time Tarzan understands, and motioning Jane to be still, he cups his hand to his ears and listens intently. Nothing breaks the silence but the swish of jungle beasts brushing through the grasses, the crackle of broken twigs as some heavy-footed brute pads along the trail. Then Tarzan turns to Jane.
No. Talk. Jane, come back, quick.
And Tarzan takes Jane by the hand and leads her to the jungle path which winds back toward the platform in the tree. Meanwhile, Clayton, Philander, Porter, and Darno have entered the cannibal kraal, where they hope to find Jane.
Not a blooming thing. Not a trace of life. Very ominous. This silence. I almost agree with Clayton that some sound, anything, even being shot at, would be better.
It is all so unusual, monsieur. So very different from what one usually expects to find in cannibal tribes.
Well, I'm going inside this hut.
What is it? What is it, Clayton?
Nothing much. Apparently a storehouse of sorts.
Let me see. A collection of skulls. Oui, monsieur, and those on the spearheads are the very latest victims.
So I gathered, Lieutenant. Very interesting. That is why I am examining them so minutely, Philander. They are all aboriginal.
Thank heaven. Then Jane is probably, almost certainly, still alive.
Yes, Philander. I myself am greatly relieved. Then let's go to the next hut. That one there. Looks as if it might be the chief.
That is the witch doctor. See, the leopard skin, and that hideous mask hanging before it. It is taboo. Listen. Don't you hear something?
But where are they? This is getting on my nerves. Why don't they show themselves? Come out in the open.
Look!
Everybody!
Watch this!
What is it?
Monsieur Clayton?
The stockade gates! They're closed!
Tarzan of the Apes, brought to you from out the pages of Edgar Rice Burroughs' adventurous book.
took any to help me. A second ago, there wasn't a soul in sight. Now the village is alive with black. Hundreds of them. And getting dangerously close. I tell you, I don't like it. Don't shoot! Don't shoot, Clayton! Listen, Donald. I'm not going to be shot at without putting up some sort of resistance. They have not shot at you yet, but if you so much as raise that rifle, 100 poisoned arrows will find a mark in your body. I think you had better follow Lieutenant Darnow's advice. We follow Darnow's advice. See where we are now. I fail to see what blame can be laid to Darnow, Clayton. If you will leave me to do the talking, it may be very uncomfortable. We may all be killed, but I know that my way is the only way. Quite so. We wanted to come into the village, Clayton, and here we are. Yes, here we are. Submitting to capture at the hands of these savages without even putting up a decent front. Be reasonable, Clayton. We didn't start out with the intention of engaging in a war with a native tribe. All we want is Jane. All right. These blighters are getting far too close for comfort. Well, I must admit that I don't like their appearances nor their actions. The way they close in from all sides, so slowly, so inexorably. It looks rather final. Our only chance, both to rescue Mademoiselle Porter and to save our lives, is to do whatever they ask. Do not resist. It does look rather hopeless, doesn't it, Darno? It looks that way, Monsieur le Professeur, but again, they will think twice before they deliberately attack the authority of their French uniform. That fellow in the lead will be the chief or something. Although no one seems to be actually in command. I'm going to talk to him. He's the head man, but not the chief of the tribe. Jumbo! Kabaka Menge Agolet Patamo.
Jumbo Bola, Safari Kwalan Lomoa Mentab.
Nkuba Goles Nadawer.
On Bundo Bordo, Hidalgo, huh?
Follow my example. Put down your rifles. But look here, Monsieur Clayton. Are we all to suffer because you cannot obey orders? Put down your rifle.
Oh, all right.
Now, follow me to the second hut. We are more or less prisoners.
Follow you and submit to the further indignity of being bound, I suppose.
I think not.
I don't think they need to bind us. They outnumber us 100 to 1. They have our rifles. What more could they want?
Right, Philander. But Darno seems to know better. All we have to do is submit cheerfully, and everything will turn out all right.
Then perhaps Monsieur Clayton has a suggestion of value.
The time when my suggestion was of value has passed. I would have fought it out.
Then, my impetuous friend, your head, my head, the heads of all of us would soon be adorning those sharp-looking spikes of the stockade. And, Monsieur Clayton, we would not have rescued Miss Jane.
Well, what's the difference? Here we are being herded into a dirty hut, and we haven't found Jane.
True. We have not found the young lady, but I think once a countryman of yours named Gay said something that is very true. While there is life, there is hope. Death, we could be of no assistance to Mademoiselle Jane, but alive, we cannot tell. We may be able to help. They are certainly being lax about guarding us, aren't they? By the way, Darno, what did you say? And what did the head man say to you? I merely greeted him. And before I could tell him what we had come for, he said, "The white Mamsad you have come to look for is not here."
What else? He said, "Then Jane must be here." The very fact that he mentioned it
proves to me, my friend, that we have blundered and she is not here. If Mademoiselle Jane had been here, the headman would have said nothing at all. He would have waited for the chief to come back.
But if Jane hasn't been here, how can they even know of her existence? And that we're searching for her?
It may well be one of those things, my friend, that we civilized people do not understand. Or, for all we know, some of these blacks may have been watching you at the hut for some time.
The morning sun, shining between the serried ranks of giant trees, fills the jungle depths with pools of liquid gold. The stream, winding its way to the water hole, gleams like the surface of a mirror. The hard, bright blue of the sky is softened by the leafy-fringed network of twisted branch and vine that form the jungle's canopied roof. Save for the occasional call of an animal to its mate, or the frightened yelp of some smaller beast that stumbles unawares on Numa or Sheeta, the jungle is quiet. On the leafy platform in the trees, Jane Porter and Tarzan watch Sabor the lioness combing the burrs out of her cub's fluffy coat.
It's hard to believe that tonight that same lioness will terrify the jungle with her roaring, and that some poor brute will have to be killed for her meal.
Meal?
Meal?
A meal, White Skin, is food. Food. White Skin, hungry, eat food. Many food, meal.
One food, eat. Many food, some food, meal?
Yes, White Skin, you do learn quickly. At this rate, we will be able to talk without difficulty in a very short time.
Time, short time.
Short time, quickly. Quickly, short time.
White Skin, go. Come back, short time. Come back, quick.
Exactly, that's right.
Tarzan motions Jane to be quiet. He leans over the edge of the platform, listening. Jane tries to listen, but the ape man's acute hearing, his keen sense of smell, tell him of something approaching, something that Jane cannot hear. At the crackling of brush, Tarzan again motions to Jane. This time he points, and Jane sees far on the other side of the glade a huge black warrior, one of the party attacked by Tarzan when he rescued Philander. Tarzan leans closer to Jane.
White Skin, arrows. Not many. Gomangani, many arrows.
Tarzan has no word for take, but Jane understands that he intends to take some from the black. Now the warrior is below them. Without a sound, Tarzan drops full on the startled black's shoulders. The black screams as Tarzan lands upon his back. Tarzan slips his arm under the warrior's chin, pulls his head back. The black catches a glimpse of Tarzan's face. The strangled scream dies in his throat as he recognizes the forest devil feared by his brothers at the kraal. Tarzan pulls the quiver of arrows from the man's back, throws it behind him on the ground. He grips the black about the middle, raises him high above his head. A slight tensing of the muscles. He's going to hurl the black against the bole of the tree.
No, White Skin, don't kill him, don't kill him.
Tarzan holds the black above his head as though he were a baby ape. Undecided, he looks up at Jane.
No kill, White Skin, no kill.
No kill, Gomangani? No kill?
Tarzan does not understand. Why should Jane not want him to kill the black? The blacks torture and kill their enemies, even their own people. The blacks are worse than Numa or Saber. Only the Gomangani torture before they kill. Again he looks up at Jane.
No kill?
No, White Skin, no kill. Go, no kill.
It's all very puzzling, but Jane does not want the Gomangani killed, so Tarzan lowers the black to the ground and stands watching him. The black warrior, his teeth chattering, too frightened even to scream, crashes off through the brush in desperate flight. Tarzan bends down, picks up the quiver of arrows, and swings himself effortlessly back to the platform.
White Skin, no kill, man, black man.
Man?
Yes, White Skin, you, White Skin, man. Me, Jane, woman.
White Skin, man. Jane, woman?
Man no kill man. Man no kill woman.
And Tarzan learns in speech that he is a man, something that he had learned in writing long ago. But Tarzan is unable to associate the word man with the little bugs, as he thinks of printed letters that spell on paper M-A-N. In the cannibal kraal, Professor Porter, Clayton, Darno, and Philander are seated on the ground inside the hut that is their prison.
You said something a moment ago down on the tunnel there.
You mean, my friend, about the blacks knowing the reason for our search?
Yes.
I must admit that I, too, am somewhat at a loss to understand how these blacks could know that we are searching for Jane if they had not seen her. It is just one of those inexplainable things, monsieur. They may not ever have seen Jane, but by means of their mysterious jungle magic, they will be able to describe her quite clearly, will be able to tell you how she was captured, and if given the proper encouragement, will tell us where she is.
But how, Darno? How do they do it?
That I do not know. Sorcery, thought transference, telepathy, all suggestions are nothing but guesswork. They know the secret, and they keep it.
But it's absolutely unreasonable to suppose that uneducated, illiterate, mud-dog savages can do such things.
As Bishop Lecoq says, it is unreasonable, but nevertheless it is true. Without doubt, we will learn from these people the whereabouts of Miss Jane.
That is, always provided that they do not kill us first.
Of course, that is a provision one cannot quite lose sight of.
I am not one who would call a timid man, but the uncertainty of not knowing what will happen next is extremely exhausting.
Listen! What can have happened now?
Can you make it
Quiet! I want to hear what is being said. Sure, he says he saw the white devil of the trees, and he has a white woman with him.
Exactly your black magic now.
Tarzan of the Apes, brought to you from out the pages of Edgar Rice Burroughs' thrilling book. The hot, steamy air of a jungle afternoon hangs like a grayish-blue haze in the treetops. On the edge of the great water hole, crocodiles, their vicious snouts barely showing above the surface, wait for the unwary beast that comes to cool itself in the sluggish water. The shrill piping of the birds is deadened by the smothering fall of heat. The monkeys, almost always active, doze in their nests high in the tangled branches. On the little platform before Jane's resting place, Tarzan sits examining his grass rope, while Jane Porter thinks of the voices she had heard in the jungle.
The more I think about it, the more convinced I am that it was Daddy out looking for me.
Me? Me?
No, Whiteskin. I was just talking to myself.
Myself? Myself?
Myself. Me. Jane.
Whiteskin? Me?
Yes.
Whiteskin? Myself?
Yes.
Myself? Me? Whiteskin? Many whiteskins.
Yes, Whiteskin. Oh, no. Only one.
Jane? Me? Jane? Myself?
No.
Tarzan nods to show that he understands there is a difference, although he does not understand what that difference is. And then Jane takes the grass rope into her hand.
Jane, take rope.
Take. Jane, take rope. Whiteskin, take rope.
And Tarzan takes the rope from Jane's hand as he says the word.
That's right, Whiteskin. Take. Now we will see if you understand this. Whiteskin, take Jane's hut.
For a moment, Tarzan sits puzzled.
Whiteskin, take Jane hut. Whiteskin, take Jane hut.
Then Tarzan looks up at Jane. The flash in his eyes tells her that he understands.
Whiteskin, Jane, to go hut, quick. Come back, quick.
Yes, Whiteskin, you've got it. Come quick. Go hut.
What Jane can want at the hut, Tarzan does not know, but he understands that she is excited, and too he needs more long grasses to make a new rope, and these grasses grow on the headland beyond the hut. He bends down, picks Jane gently from her feet, and holding her as easily as if she were a baby, he starts into the heavily interlaced branches of the lower jungle terrace. In the cannibal kraal, Professor Porter, Philander Clayton, and Darno discuss their predicament.
Are you quite sure, Darno? It's incredible.
I'm not surprised. I've believed it all along.
I have no way of being certain, monsieur, as to the truth of this black's assertions, but I am quite certain as to what he said.
Although, of course, I do not understand his language, I nevertheless detected not only his extreme surprise, but his fear, with almost a note of terror.
He was terrified. He said that he was one of the party that had captured Telander. That is, he said you, the big heavy man. Then he went on to explain how they were carrying you through the jungle when one of them was pulled into the trees by an unseen power and hurled upon them. And then many of them were killed by arrows and they fled. They blamed the devil god.
Yes. That scene is graven deeply on my mind. Amazing fortitude on his part.
Well, what next did he say?
Yes, about James. He said that he was separated from the party and was on his way through the jungle when again this devil god dropped on his shoulders, took his bow and arrows, and was about to kill him when a white woman in the treetop shouted something. The black did not understand what she said, but the devil god did, for he put the black down. This fellow ran here, he said, without even looking back. Then the white woman must be Jane.
Let us pray that it is. Still, we hardly expected to find a white man in the jungle. Isn't it logical to suppose that he may have a primitive mate?
That may be, Clayton, but something tells me the woman is Jane. It must be.
If Monsieur Clayton and Monsieur Philander will allow me to finish.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Certainly.
I was about to observe that the native used the word memsad in referring to the white woman. Now that word is used among these tribes almost exclusively for a white European woman. Had the white woman been a skin-clad savage, the native would not have used the polite word. The blessed certainty of knowing that Jane is alive.
Relief is hardly adequate to express my feelings.
It's a great relief to all of us. But don't forget, we're on the wrong side of this cannibal stockade. Our arms, no one knows where. And we have all the earmarks of becoming just another meal for a bunch of cannibals.
Clayton, you're becoming a regular pessimist.
Well, I'm dashed if I can see anything to be optimistic about in the face of this situation. Naturally, I'm as glad... Well, there are no words to convey my joy at knowing that Jane is alive.
But once our purpose, was it not? To find Mademoiselle Jane? But now that we know she is not here, and since we no longer have to fear the black's reprisals on Mademoiselle Jane, voila, we can fight.
That's all nonsense, Donovan, and you know it. When we came in here, fully armed, you said that we were hopelessly outnumbered. Now we're disarmed. The sailors are disarmed, and in a different hut. There are more blacks than there were before, and you talk of fighting.
There certainly is something to your argument, Clayton. In fact, now that we are assured of Jane's safety, for the moment at least, possibly it behooves us to decide upon some plan of action, some campaign that will lead to our eventual release.
Any plan of action that'll get me out of this decidedly evil-smelling hut meets with the heartiest approval of Samuel T. Philander.
Then to work. I know nothing of cannibals and their practices, but for the past hours, something has been going on out there in the compound, and it looks to me like preparation.
Let me see, Clayton. Yes, there is certainly unwanted activity. Peculiar sort of fellow out there. Witch doctors. Going through the most awful antics and contortions. Circling a fire with some sort of clay idol in the middle of it.
Monsieur, are you certain? Present Porter is right. I've been watching it for some time.
Mon Dieu, it is right. There is not a moment to lose. We must act at once.
Serious is all that, Donovan?
Yes, that is the ceremony that precedes the sacrifice. Then during the sacrifice will be our best time to exchange.
No, Professor. What Dono means is that preparations are being made to sacrifice us.
Making his way with a speed indeed almost unbelievable, Tarzan carries Jane closer and closer to the hut. They reach the clearing where Turquoise, the bull ape, captured Jane. Tarzan holds the girl close as he drops through the leafy screen of verdure to the ground. He places her on her feet, and Jane, holding the ape-man's arm, looks up into his face.
Here, Turquoise, take Jane. Whiteskin, save Jane.
Whiteskins kill Turquoise. Save Jane. Save Jane?
Yes, Whiteskin, save.
No kill. Save. Jane save. Go, man, Ganny. Jane save man.
Yes, Whiteskin, Jane save man. Whiteskin, no kill. Come, go quick, hot.
They move forward again. Through the sparse trees skirting the clearing, Jane sees the hut. Suddenly she stumbles, bends down.
Look, Whiteskin, revolver, gun, bang, bang.
Gun. Bang, bang.
Yes, this is the gun I dropped when Turquoise captured me. Of course you don't understand. Turquoise, take Jane. Jane's frightened. Gun, fall.
And Jane drops the gun to the ground as she says fall. Tarzan bends down to get the gun, but Jane steps forward quickly.
No, Whiteskin, no.
Gun kill.
Yes, Whiteskin.
Whiteskin go rope. Jane go hut.
Yes, Whiteskin, you go and get the grass for your rope. I'll go to the hut.
Whiteskin come back quickly.
All right, Whiteskin, come back quickly. Jane, go hut.
And as Tarzan goes off to the headland for a new supply of the long, tough grasses from which he weaves his ropes, Jane enters the hut.
It doesn't look as though they've been back here. Yet I'm almost certain I heard Daddy's voice. It's quite possible that they're out in the jungle now. Of course, there's no real reason why they should come back to the hut every day, but no, there's no real reason. I wonder where they put that oil. Revolver, don't they? But I'm sure that... Oh, here it is. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 live shells. Who can tell? Someday they may save my life. Or I can use them to signal with. What's that?
Jane stands transfixed as the door slowly opens, revealing the menacing figure of a gigantic black. Jane backs against the wall of the hut, terrified. As the door opens wide, she sees gathered behind him the hideous faces of a party of savage warriors. Tarzan of the Apes, brought to you from out the pages of Edgar Rice Burroughs' gripping book.
Yes, Professor. These preparations are being made for us. Right, Donald?
That is what it looks like. I have no fear of death, but I have a rooted objection to...
You mean being made a meal of, Archimedes, for us, all right?
Shut, Philander. I meant no such thing. I have a violent scruple against being used in any of their pagan rites.
Rather a fine distinction, Professor. However, while I'm not afraid of death, I have all the Englishman's objections to going out without putting up a darn good scrap.
But yes, Monsieur Clayton is right. Even if we have to die, non tempi potiti to die, nothing. But as Monsieur says, let it be with the back to the wall, no?
And it would appear that all that remains to be decided upon is the manner in which we'll attempt our escape.
Oui, and it is my belief that the ceremony will not take place till night, and that is still a few hours distant.
Do you know... Come over here. Look out into the compound.
Why, the place is almost deserted.
But the guards about our prisoners still here.
Yes, and to make a dash for it in the daylight is impossible. A poisoned arrow, a spear thrust. No. A few hours more and the chances of escape are multiplied 1,000 times.
You're quite right, Donald. By Jove, what wouldn't I give to have a rifle?
Buona. Daro, buona. Hush, Clayton, hush. Daro, I'm sure I heard someone speak your name.
Daro, buona.
Quiet. It is someone. Keep on laugh. Who is it?
It's Nakido. Nakido, Vitan. Nakido, no forget time, Daro, buona, save life.
Me, parbleu, is it possible?
Nakido, go now. Bye, come back. Long spear, he watch close. Bye, one time, come again, lay ground. Talk slow.
Oui, Nakido, come back. Bye.
Quick, Donald. What is it?
A possible hope, Dano?
Yes, it is Nakido, a black, a skilled laborer in the ivory. I once saved him from a drunken plantation owner. But what did he say? I could gather very little. He says he has not forgotten. Then he says the guard is watching, and that he will return later.
Do you suppose he knows where the rifles are stored?
Probably, monsieur. Every black in the crowd knows that.
Then why not get him to smuggle one or even two in here to us?
But won't they be guarded?
Probably so, but so are we. And yet we're discussing possibilities of escape.
I think, in fact, I'm sure that I can see all the other huts from here. And ours, I would say, is the only one guarded. That being the case, I second Monsieur Clayton's proposal.
My idea was, get one or two rifles, find out in which hut the rest are stored, then, under cover of the two, make for the hut, seize the rifles, and start from there.
As perfect a plan, mes amis, as one could devise.
Then nothing more can be done until Darno's friend comes back.
And that, if he is wise, will not be till nightfall.
Meanwhile, back in the rude cabin built by Lord Greystoke so many years ago, Jane Porter leaps back from the door as it opens and the black warriors file inside. Jane runs behind the table. She reaches out for the revolver, then remembers the cartridges are lying there on the table. The weapon is empty. Her next thought is to call for help, but that will only bring Whiteskin into the same danger. The big warrior who had entered first goes behind the table and seizes her. He picks her up, carries her from the hut. The rest of the blacks follow. They go a short distance into the brush. There, in a small opening, they have dug a pit. Jane wonders what they will do. One of the blacks binds her hands, another ties her feet. They pick her up, carry her to the edge of the pit, slide her over the edge. Jane rolls to the bottom, lies still, face downward. The blacks disappear into the brush. Jane tries to struggle onto her back. Into her mind flashes a reason for this attack. It's a trap. Again, Jane struggles to turn over so she can see. If only she can warn Whiteskin. For a moment she lies motionless, staring straight above her. She's almost numb with pain. Trees, foliage, everything dances dizzily before her eyes. And then she stares harder. Can it be that she sees Whiteskin up there in the trees? Yes, it is Whiteskin! The ape-man stares down into the pit. Jane opens her mouth to shout a warning. Tarzan fears she may be killed by the blacks if she shouts. He motions her to silence, to lie still. Then he raises his head. Tarzan's powerful throat comes his demand for help. And from the jungle comes the answering call of Tarzan's friend, the trumpeting of Tantor the elephant. In the cannibal kraal, Professor Porter, Clayton, and Philander, and D'Arnot anxiously await the return of the friendly black Nakito.
In such a little while, messieurs, dans une demi-heure it will be dark.
Also in a little while, we will be free, or at least on our way.
You know, I'm really quite excited with the prospect of what Clayton calls this darn good scrap.
Yes. And much as I am a lover of peace, I too feel that I will be quite able to give a good account of myself.
That's what I heard.
Warner.
Oui, Nakito.
Warner, take quick.
Rifle. Right, Joe. He had some sense to do that. Quick, Professor. Draw the rifle through into the hut.
Warner, one time, come again, bye, rifle.
Encore another rifle. Bien fait, Nakito. Good.
Ask him which hut, Dano.
Nakito, which hut are rifles inside?
1, 2, 3, 4, seaside.
Nay, I do not know. I'm so turned around. Which side? Seaside, Nakito.
All same son he die side.
West.
Nakito, go now. Too much noise. Bye. All kill.
Right, Joe, what luck. Both magazines full.
Now, we'll wait till dark.
Yes. Less than half an hour.
Crashing, smashing his way with a speed almost unbelievable for his huge bulk, Tantor the elephant breaks through the tangled mass of scrub and brush. As Tantor thunders on, every few yards he raises his trunk and calls out to Tarzan. Tarzan, high in the trees, answers. The blacks hear the calls. Some would like to run, but determination to get the white devil god holds them. Tantor is almost at the pit. Tarzan drops hand over hand. Scarcely a leaf rustles, and his bronzed body is almost unseen in the gathering dusk. With a soft pad, the ape-man falls on Tantor's broad back. He bends down and speaks into the massive brute's ear.
Abito, Tantor. Polisto, Bandara, Bomangani, Tantor.
Tantor understands. He charges toward the pit. One of the blacks hidden in the bushes in Tantor's path. Tantor whips his trunk about him, raises the screaming man, and hurls him against the trees. Another is picked up as he bounds forward. Some are caught beneath the beast's mighty feet, but Tantor plunges forward, tearing up brush, flax, anything that bars his way. Now he's at the edge of the pit. Tarzan slides down Tantor's sinuous trunk. He holds on with one hand and with the other takes hold of Jane.
Who can on, Tantor?
Tantor raises his trunk, swings Jane and Tarzan to his broad, flat head.
Jane.
Oh, Whiteskin, I was sure we would be killed.
Kill? Whiteskin, come back quick. Kill Bomangani.
Yes, Whiteskin, I'm almost sorry that I asked you not to kill those blacks before.
Tantor, can Umi.
Tarzan leans forward and tells Tantor to take them back to the platform in the trees.
I wonder if it was the black I saved that went out and brought these others with him. If that revolver had been loaded, I would have killed myself.
Jane, kill myself?
Yes, Whiteskin, if the gun had been loaded. Oh, but what's the use of my talking that way? You don't understand. But it is good to know that you are here to look after me again.
Jane, frightened?
Yes, Whiteskin, Jane frightened.
Whiteskin, kill many Komangani. Jane, frightened. Whiteskin, kill many Komangani. Kill many man.
And as Tantor carries Jane and Tarzan back to the bower in the trees, the tropic sun dips quickly into the sea. The shadows cast by the tall trees lengthen and turn from bluish purple to inky black. Rustling grasses on all sides tell of beasts of prey stalking their kill. In the cannibal kraal, Porter, Philander, Clayton, and D'Arnot watch the sun set with quickly beating hearts.
Well, I think it is the moment. My men are in the next hut. I will whisper to them as we pass.
Ready, Professor? Philander?
I am. The moment,
Clayton, a word. Now you, Professor, and Philander must go in front. D'Arnot and I will cover you with the two rifles.
Come. Nothing is moving.
As quietly as possible.
Quick! Clayton! The sentry has seen us!
Tarzan of the Apes, brought to you from out the pages of Edgar Rice Burroughs' intense book.
Where's Darno? Why doesn't he get here with the sailor? I can't see them, but I'm sure they're in the hut.
Here, Professor. A rifle for you.
Ah, now I shall give an account of... Good work, Professor. Did you bring ammunition belts, Philander?
No, I didn't see any.
Clayton, Monsieur Clayton!
Yes, here I am. Clayton, we must fight it out here, back to back. What's the matter? There is no more ammunition, except what is in the rack.
Oh, what happened to it? Probably in some other hut. Oh, my magazine's empty. Nothing for it but to use the rifles as clubs.
Here they come. Take that.
Look out, Philander!
I'll get him. Can we make a run for it, Clayton? Can we make for the gate?
Not a chance in the world. We could never make it.
I know I couldn't make it. I'm all in now.
So am I, Philander, but keep on. Why
Keep
don't I
on.
close in where we can hit them? They stand
Look
up.
out. Here they come.
Where are you, Professor? Philander! No! I'm on the ground. They're tying my hands.
I'm over here, Clayton, by the hut.
Darno! You hurt? I'm afraid he is. I saw Black hit him.
Clayton, Professor, they're carrying me off.
Me too!
Reporter!
Here I am. Anybody else hurt? Besides Darno?
I'm not hurt, but I'm in a most impossible position. I'm lying on my face.
I'm all right, Clayton. I haven't any broken bones, but I can't move my feet. No, nor can I. They're fastened to a stake driven into the ground.
Then we're all in the same predicament. Oh, I can't move.
Who's that? Is it Darno? I think so. He's right by me. It can't be anyone else. I can't touch him.
Le nom d'un chien, ton merde de
Darno! You're alive!
Yes, that Clayton, of course he's alive, very much alive.
I know, but don't you see? If the blacks thought that he was dead, they probably didn't tie him up.
If only I could turn over, I might be able to do something.
No, you couldn't, Philander. You're tied to the stake just as we are.
Oh, tell me, what is it that has happened? My head is all...
Someone hit you, Darno. But listen, are you bound? Tied?
I cannot tell. Oh, my head. It is black, like night. And my eyes, I cannot see.
The late afternoon sun, a blazing disk of red, drops quickly into the west. The tips of the giant trees are ruddy with the reflected glow. The jungle itself glows in the diffused light as though the rays filtered through an endless corridor of stained glass windows. Overhead, the chattering of monkeys, the sleepy chirping of myriads of birds, the staccato crackling of bright green parrots. Below, the soft rustling of bending grasses, the pad of stealthy feet, the musical gurgle of the stream winding its way to the sea. Along the jungle trail comes Tantor. Tantor is proud of the friendship of Tarzan, proud that he, Tantor, has been called to the ape-man's assistance. They come to the clearing where Tarzan built Jane's shelter. Tarzan orders Tantor to stop. Tantor! Ando! Tarzan slides to the ground. He holds out his arm and lifts Jane gently to the mossy carpet.
Thank you, Tantor. You came just in time. I know you don't understand, but thank you.
And Jane Porter softly pats the huge animal. Perhaps Tantor understands the thought behind the words. His little eyes gleam. His head moves slowly from side to side. He raises his trunk in the air and, with a triumphant call to tell the jungle that he's on his way, Tantor plods off toward the water hole.
Jane, frightened?
Not now, Whiteskin. No.
Tantor, Griot, Jane.
Tantor, Griot, Jane.
Yes? Tantor, Griot, Whiteskin. Tantor, Griot, Jane.
Oh, I suppose you mean like. Tantor likes Jane.
Like?
Yes, Tantor likes Whiteskin. Tantor likes Jane.
Oh, yes. Whiteskin likes Jane. Jane likes Whiteskin?
Yes, Whiteskin. Jane likes. But now, let me see if I can explain this. How did you find me? Find.
As Jane says the word find, she hides a small twig in a clump of moss. She looks about as if searching. Tarzan moves the moss aside, picks up the twig, and hands it to Jane.
That's it, Whiteskin. Find. You find.
Find.
Yes. Jane Hut. Gomangani take Jane. Whiteskin find.
For the moment, Tarzan is puzzled. Then he remembers that Jane was not at the hut where he expected to find her. That must be what she means.
Whiteskin, go hut. No find Jane.
That's right. Yes.
Whiteskin find Gomangani.
And Tarzan dilates his nostrils as though searching for a scent spoor.
Whiteskin find Gomangani. Find Jane. Tantor, come quickly.
Whiteskin sent man?
Whiteskin find Gomangani. Whiteskin go hut. No find Jane. Whiteskin find Gomangani. Many Gomangani. Find Jane. Whiteskin talk Tantor. Tantor, come back quick. Kill Gomangani.
Expressive, even if somewhat disjointed. Do you know, Whiteskin, you're learning English in a remarkably short time?
Time? Short time? Short time?
Yes, short time. Same as quickly.
Oh, short time, quickly. Same as?
Yes, same as. Now let me see. Here, Whiteskin.
Jane reaches above her and plucks a leaf from the tree. She holds it up, comparing it with another leaf.
Same as, Whiteskin.
Same as.
Tarzan holds up the grasses for the new grass rope. Then he picks up the old rope.
Rope. Same as rope.
That's it. You've got it perfectly.
Tarzan sits down and ponders over the many new words that Jane has taught him. The gloom of the jungle deepens. A blackness, sullen, foreboding, envelops the forest. A disturbing air of suspense that makes itself felt even to the beasts of the jungle hangs over everything. Back in the cannibal kraal, the blackness is pierced by the ruddy flames as they curl upward from the sacrificial fire in the center of the compound. The disturbing throb of the native drums, the grotesque dancing of the blacks as they circle the fire, carries a feeling of menace to the prisoners lying bound in the hut.
I twisted and struggled around so much that I'm convinced that the snake to which my feet are tied is loose in the ground.
You mean it, Professor?
Yes.
Really? Then we might be able to get away.
Oh, our situation is desperate.
No. You all right? Can you see yet?
Oui, grâce au bon Dieu, I can see. I've been busy with this rope.
Are your feet tied too?
Yes, but not to a stake.
Then work your way to the professor. His stake is loose. Together, you may be able to dislodge it.
That is what I am doing. A few more inches, and there, now, am I touching your feet, Monsieur le Professeur?
Yes.
I shall raise myself as much as possible. That's it, Donald. Now, a little more. And now you have your feet under mine.
Yeah, now together.
Push, Monsieur.
They're coming. Lie still. Don't speak.
They're taking me away. Philander, please. Do not fight. Do not resist. Philander, if you find Jane, take care of her. And you take care of her. Of course, Philander. Take care of her.
Tarzan of the Apes, brought to you from out the pages of Edgar Rice Burroughs' thrilling book.
Aldo, can you work your way over to me?
Yes. There's a glass knife in my pocket. You get it out. us, we may manage to open it.
But my hands are tied behind me, Clayton. I couldn't get the hands into your pocket.
I know, but you can tear the pocket out. One of us can hold the knife, the other can open the blade. It's not tight.
I can't do a thing, and they may be killing Porter. No, monsieur. These natives do not work so fast as that. They will torture first. Torture? But for a time, they will try to frighten. Thrusts with the spear, threatening passes with the knife, all manner of frightful things before the torture of the body.
Can you work your way over to him?
One moment, my friend. Now, the pocket. It is which one?
The left-hand breast pocket. The flap's unbuttoned. Yes, that's it. Now, pull. The knife fell on the floor. Can you reach it?
Just a second. I will have to turn over first. Got it? Yes, I'm holding it tightly. See, I will move a little closer now. There seems to be some sort of dispute going on outside, as if there was a new arrival.
A little more to the left.
Here.
Hold it. There. The blade's open.
Then you take the knife and cut my bond.
No, you have the knife in your hand now. We may drop it, lose it.
But I may cut monsieur's hand.
What of it? What's a cut hand when our very heads are loose on our shoulders? Cut.
Do not move, then. Did I cut you?
No. I felt one of the strands go, that's all. By Jove, I can free my hands. Quick, give me the knife.
Hurry, Clayton. I'm sure they're coming this way
in a second, when I cut the thongs at my feet.
There, now I too am free.
Monsieur le Professeur!
Archimedes!
By Jove, what's the idea? I wonder what in the world you're...
Please, do nothing rash there. Bring me back.
Well, I'd better lie down. We'd better lie down. We don't want them to know if we freed ourselves.
Clayton.
Are you hurt?
No. I don't know as yet what has happened. They tied me to a stake, stabbed at me with spears. I thought that it was all over when a band of these pagans appeared at the gate. Someone, a chief or something, certainly someone in authority, came forward and gave a few orders. Then they cut me down and brought me back here.
And you're not hurt? You're all right?
Yes. Oh, I'm all right. Download.
Yes, and what is it, Monsieur le Professeur?
Your friend, Nakido? Yes, Nakido. He was one of the party carrying me back. He whispered to me that he would come to the hut as soon as he could.
A jungle wind, tempered by the cool waters of the Atlantic, chills the night air. Like great black silhouettes, the giant trees loom out of the dark. Away in the distance, the roar of New Mother Lion tells of a successful kill. A lithe, shadowy form detaches itself from the surrounding darkness. A leap, and Sheeta falls with unerring accuracy upon his prey. On the little platform in the trees, Tarzan sits braiding his new grass rope while Jane watches.
You know, you're rather clever, Whiteskin. 6 months in the proper environment, and no one would ever know that you grew up in the jungle.
Tarzan glances at Jane for a moment, then goes on with his rope making. He has learned that some of Jane's remarks require no answer, and to him this seems to be one of them.
I wonder, Whiteskin, does it ever occur to you to wonder who your parents might be? Oh, if only I could get you to understand the word father, I might be able to convince you that I must search for my father.
Father? Father?
Yes, Whiteskin's father. Oh, how can I make you understand? Gazan Baby Ape, yes? Gazan Belu.
Yes, Gazan Belu. Tika Belu.
Tika, Mother Ape. Gazan Baby Ape. But who father?
Tarzan shakes his head. The problem is beyond him. He can see no connection between Tika, Gazan, and father. But Jane is not to be discouraged. Convincing Whiteskin, as she calls Tarzan, not knowing that Whiteskin is Tarzan, convincing him that she must go to her father is the all-important thing. She turns again to Tarzan.
Tika, Belu Gazan, yes?
Yes.
Father Turquoise?
Turquoise kills. Whiteskin kills Turquoise. Turquoise takes Jane. Whiteskin kills.
Oh, yes, I know. Oh, dear, how can I explain what I mean? Whiteskin like Tika?
Yes. Whiteskin like Tika many.
Turquoise like Tika?
Turquoise like Tika many. Tog like Tika many. Tog take, keep Tika. Gazan Belu.
There, that's what I wanted. Tog father. Tika mother. Gazan baby. Tog father.
Father.
Tarzan's face lights as he at last grasps Jane's meaning. Father is the name for male ape, just as man is the name for M-A-N, and woman for the female M-A-N.
Whiteskin, father? Who is your father, Whiteskin?
Tarzan does not answer. He cannot answer. His thoughts are back at the hut in the clearing. He sees in memory the little books with their strange bugs, the pictures of a man and a boy. He has known since first he made out what those bugs stood for, that he was a man and not an ape.
But with that knowledge came another problem. If he was not an ape, then who was his father? All the memories of his earlier life crowd in on him. He thinks of Kayla, his foster mother. Kayla, the she-ape that had raised him, had protected him against the tribe when he was too little to fend for himself. He has always thought of her as his mother, and now the thought is driven forcibly home. He has no mother. Tarzan looks at Jane. White skin? No. White skin alone.
Jane has father?
Tarzan looks incredulously at Jane. There must be something wrong with his reasoning. He has just learned, so he thought, that father was Jane's word for male ape. He turns over in his mind every possible solution. Then he hits upon one that satisfies him. Father must be the name of one of the party he had seen at the hut. He turns toward Jane.
Jane, father, go hut.
Yes, Whiteskin. Jane, father, go hut. No fine, Jane. Jane, father, go. Go. Many go. No fine. Jane here talk. Jane, father, talk.
Jane points out into the forest depths as she tries to recall to Tarzan that day when she had heard her father's voice. And understanding at last that somewhere in that vast jungle is a man called Father whom Jane wants to go to, Tarzan sits thinking, trying to figure out just what he must do. In the prison hut, Clayton, Darno, and Philander, free of their bonds, are cutting the tough grass ropes from Professor Porter's arms and legs.
You say, Monsieur le Professeur, that Nakido said he would come here?
Yes, and that he would come as quickly as possible, and that we must escape at once.
There, Professor. Now you're free.
Ah, thanks. Ah, it does feel good.
Oh, no, hush.
Yes, Nakido. Oui, Nakido.
Tonight, Chief kill a witch doctor. Plenty warrior look to see witch doctor die. Wanna go away. Wanna stay. All kill. Witch doctor, he like kill for rain god. Chief, he wait for catch him white devil god and white memsop.
Can you make out what he's talking about, Donna?
Yes. He said the chief was gone, and the witch doctor, wanting to appease the rain god, ordered Porter to be sacrificed. The chief came back, ordered the witch doctor killed for his presumption.
Then the chief does not want us to be killed?
Not at present. He wants to wait until they have captured the white devil god of the jungle and the white memsab who is with him.
What?
Jane? And the fellow that we think may be Tarzan?
Oui.
The chief wants to make the sacrifice worthwhile, so he is waiting till Jane and the jungle devil god, as they call him, are captured.
Then, if the chief has come back, that means that their plans for capturing Jane and Tarzan have failed.
And Nakido, chief no catch devil god?
Listen. Altogether different sound to those drums. Chief, he knows stay. He look see. All fix for catch. He come here make juji already. Wanna. For the hut, you man. He give paper. Here, you take him.
A message from the sailors. Listen, we have been preparing to escape. When you hear us shout, count 10, then run. What can they mean? How do they know that we're not tied?
I speak him. You no more tied. Listen, Wanna. Listen. Drums. He speak. Drums speak. White memsop. Capture. Make bait for devil god. But devil god, he come elephant. Take white memsop away.
That means that they captured Jane, and then this jungle devil god, as they call him, rescued her.
Yes, Monsieur le Professeur, you had it right.
We live!
Yes, and the natives have the message too. They're not going to wait for any sacrifice. Not if I judge rightly. Look at them come.
Message, remember, count 10.
Get to the door, ready to run. Come now, Porter. 11.
Not me.
Run!